All right, you know what it is. Talk your barber shit. Got a special guest. They all special, but I really got a special guest today. My boy Gino the barber. We out here. We out here in Houston. We out here doing it big with my boy Houston 55. He got his expo going on. But I got a chance to grab him off the floor. He was on stage earlier, sharing information, sharing knowledge, and that's what my platform is all about. So me and him been chopping it up for a minute, trying to get this together, and this was the perfect time to do it. So I just want to say, man, thank you for taking time out to sit with me, to chop it up with me. And let's get to it real quick. So for all the barbers and all the barbers that's coming to this expo and trying to learn things and trying to grow, what is it that you feel like they need to put into their archive and really help them elevate in this industry?
I mean, honestly, anything that you can actually take from any barber that's out here educating, you can take it and blend it into your own style. So if you just take one little piece from each of the barbers that have been up there educating during any type of show, then you can create your own style out of it and do something to be able to make yourself stand out in your own city, in your own town. And you're taking it back to your chair, something you can try back on with your own clients, and it's just a wonderful thing to be able to do. I mean, and it's like, what better way to being able to learn for your craft, but being able to come to a show like this.
So you've been all over. You've been all over different platforms. You've been working with different people, working with different brands. What is it that keeps you motivated and keeps you going in the industry, seeing all the changes over time? But for you to keep coming to these events and sharing the knowledge, and that people want to keep listening and having an open heart to hear what you got to say, knowing that how everything has changed from the times now to the times we in now.
I mean, honestly, it's like money, man. You can't take it with you when you die. So, I mean, what good is if you don't go up and pass on the knowledge that you learned from your own mentors and pass it on to somebody else and become a mentor for someone else? So that's just something that drives me. I love to be able, I love behind the scenes from events and things like that, and I like to be able to pass on the knowledge to other people. So, I mean, I love the industry. I've been in and out for 22 years, been a business owner for 15, and I've been traveling out for Barbers Pro for 8 years. So it's just a wonderful thing to be able to do. So I just love this industry so much, and it's fed my family for a very long time.
That's amazing. And let's talk about that, because a lot of barbers, we don't get into the financial part a lot. We don't get into the family part a lot. But how do you, for someone that is doing so much and doing so much for our industry, how do you relax? How do you take time to release all that's what's going on to keep motivated and keep moving forward?
I honestly just try to disconnect when I can. When I get home from work, get home from the barbershop, put the phone down, take my Apple Watch off, and I don't look at it again until later on that evening. So that way I'm present in the moment with my family, with my wife, my 2 kids, as much as I possibly can. I also remember, though, that as I'm traveling, I'm doing this for them. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this for me. I've already done enough in my career for me. So everything else is for the people that I'm giving back to and the people that I'm taking care of. But I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have the support system at home. My wife's my rock. She's handling everything at home and working, and she's a school teacher as well. Plus, I got my son who's about to be 19. So he's already the man, inside the house, and he handles everything else for me when I'm not home. So I don't have to worry about home life at all.
That's amazing. I always like to ask my guests this, and you've been in the industry for a while. So let's talk about that first day when you decided to pick up the clippers and started really getting into your craft and growing your craft. A lot of barbers that's coming up, they're fighting through a lot of what they're seeing on the internet and things like that, and it might challenge them a lot, and they might have that if factor, like if they can move forward, if this is the right industry for them, if I'm allowing my friends to dictate what I'm doing and make me feel like this is not worth it. What was that changing moment for you when you took all them ifs out of it and kept moving forward?
Just seeing the progress every single time I jacked up some cuts. When we first started, but I'm proud to say I have a lot of those guys that I was jacking up at barber school. 22 years later, they're still rocking with me. They're still sitting in my chair, so they become like honorary uncles to my kids, just like the guys in my shop. But, seeing the progress, seeing those people come back, knowing that you didn't give them that great of a cut, but your edge was good, and they saw that you were trying. You know what I mean? So that helps out a lot, and that just motivates you even more. And they might even say, hey, look, my old barber did this, why don't you try this? Because they saw you were trying. We did all those things to be able to help you along the way, and those are the people that you had to remember. So it's just one day at a time, honestly, one day at a time.
I just want to say I thank you for coming, taking time out. We at the expo, it's going to be a lot of noise, it's going to be a lot of background, but he took time out here to get out here and tell you guys what's up. And I know you guys follow him, I know you see all the amazing amazing things that he's doing, and you can be there too. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be in that corner forgetting what it took for you to go through school, to get your paperwork, to get in them shops. That's what it's about, for you to keep growing, and that's what Talk Your Barber Shit is about. Thank you, Gino, for coming on my platform.
Appreciate
and
you,
doing
man. Thanks so
what
much
you
for
do
having me.
best.
It's been a long time coming, man.
Right?
We've been trying to do this at some of these shows for a while now, so I'm glad to finally be able to link up with you on here.
100%. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always supporting me,
Appreciate
supporting us, supporting our industry, because without you, there's no barbering. Remember that. You got to get in that school. You got to get in them books. You got to get in that craft and elevate and grow. And that's what it's about. Talk your barber shit. When you get there, talk your shit.